Hey, how you doing out there? Remo here, back out on Timber Creek. Gotta say, this map is days from going public release. Things are going pretty well. I've been out running around, finding issues, adding sounds, adding a few more things to the world, fine-tuning things, all the little stuff to make it hopefully run well for everyone. I'm sure there's going to be a few issues on release. Let me know. I do have an email link below if you need to send like a picture to show me where something's messed up. Anyways, today we are heading out. We're going to be hauling a few logs back to the lumber mill. And what we are going to encounter is our first obstacle here. It's going to give you a good idea of how these missions are kind of stacked on each other, although you can get around without doing them. But this one we need to fill in this pretty heavy washout that looks like we're not going to be hauling too much through it. It's just steep enough. I think the bumper's going to be an issue here. That was smooth. Try and get a bit of an angle, but it's a bad spot. Regardless, to fill this in, as said in the task, there is the rock trailer from the Cat 770 DLC that we're going to be hauling up here, and at least for sure I have one mod that I'm pretty sure is available to everyone that has the saddle to do that job if you don't have the DLC. Or you want to use something a little faster. So we're going to park this rig here because we're not hauling long logs over that ditch. And the other way around is very long. So here we go. We have the 770 high saddle which can hook onto that rock trailer. And this is the Peterman. It's from M181. Unfortunately, he hasn't made mods for a long time, but this is honestly one of the most versatile trucks. There's so many add-ons and such for it, and I just wanted to use something that means that everyone can do this mission. It's the same with Outback Heavy Hauling. I believe there is a rock trailer in that, and if you don't have the DLC, this mod will be linked down below, but you go ahead and grab that and you can still complete the task. Even if you, on console, load it up, and we have another bridge problem. As you can see, we have some work to do before we can get this job done. But you can download this just to complete the mission and then delete it and bring your other trucks back in. I know it's minorly inconvenient, but there's not much I can do, and it's the most realistic trailer to be hauling rocks. So now we have to build this other bridge, which is in our way to complete the other fill-in job of the rocks. We're going to take the Frontier, the Toya, I believe it was, you saw, and it'll be linked down below. It's a fun little vehicle. This is actually the truck I drive in real life. Well, mine's getting a little bit rustier. Those Canadian salt miles on it. Anyways, looks like we got to get some medium planks and some service parts. Now, wooden planks are pretty minimal to do a couple of jobs to start with, and you will get more when you complete the log delivery, which is what we headed out to do first, but have found these roads need repaired before we can complete the job. There are a bunch of other things around. When you hit all 7 watch points, you're going to tour the whole map, have a pretty good idea of what's out there. Alright, we're going to take the brick 250, sorry. We're going to head over to the hardware store, and as I said, minimal wooden planks to do a couple of bridge jobs, but you'll get more when you do the log load mission. There's literally 2 here. We're going to use one, and I think there is one more needed for another mission, as in a bridge mission, because there are quite a few to open up the big trails to get hauling again. So we're going to snag one of these, and we're going to head back over to the bridge so that we can open it up, get down to the pit, grab the rock trailer with Peterman, and we're going to drag it back up, put the rocks in the gully, then we can haul the logs over that ditch and back. Now, the log stations, there are 5 of them on this map now. They all have different amounts of logs. It's going to pretty much, with the missions, make you go to, I think at least 3 or 4 of them would be enough logs to complete everything. So as I've said before, I want to kind of channel the Mudrunner scavenge feel, and you're just going to have different size. You know, some log stations might have 12 medium, 9 small, and 6 long logs. And you'll find that some are closer to other jobs, and there are a few different places you're going to use them. And really, I think in the region version of this, they're going to be something that maybe you open. You have to do a mission to kind of open them up, but we'll see when we get there. Regardless, on this map, you're going to have 5 different stations, so you have a lot of places to grab from, but they will run out and they aren't replenishable. So this is the closest log station, so we're going to try and slam through here. We don't have a trailer on, so I imagine, yeah, not too bad. We'll just have to take it easy on the way back with the logs. So we're grabbing the short logs to bring down to finish up the bridge. Then we can take the Peterman through and get the trailer. And when the region releases, I really want to build all the missions stacked up like that. So there's going to be things you have to come over here and get logs to open up the lumber station on the Middlebrook map. This one won't have a lumber mill. I've just put it in for the single map version because you kind of need one. But there's going to be a lot of progression built into these maps. And I think that's what I kind of missed out on with the Highway Holland 2 region, as opposed to the very first one. HH1 was it was just a great big huge adventure, and there was a lot of missions that were built on top of each other, and I want to get this one back to it. Every map's going to be different. This one has a lot more hills in it. The first map, let's see, yep, we've got everything coded in properly, the bridge built. This is going to be your way across now, so we can switch over, but every map is going to be quite a bit different. Again, the first map is just all asphalt and really kind of a town kind of feel, or county. This one has our one main highway coming in from Middlebrook, and then all of it is what you're seeing here. And it's going to be really logging focused. There's going to be a lot more mining tasks in the region version. Realistically, I am thinking about not releasing the region until I have all the maps put together, so that we don't get some progression issues as I update and people lose work they've put in and saves on the map. I try really hard not to, but there are just some things you can't help. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to work through all 4 maps, and then we're going to slam them all together and have one heck of an adventure when it all comes together. Which obviously 2 more maps. I'm a month and a half per map probably, and we're at number 2, so probably midsummer we could be looking at a region version. So this is going to be fair ways down to get this trailer. And as I've said, there's going to be more missions. This is really about the only thing you come down here for on the single map version. There is a watch point if you take that little trail to our right there. But the region is going to utilize it a lot more, because we have a cement factory on the Middlebrook map, so you're going to be coming down to get this stuff. And there's our trailer we got to drag up out of here, which probably easier said than done. As you can see, we got a mod, and I'm sure there's more. I'm going to try and find some more to link them, so that those without that DLC have an option to complete this task. I will list it in the description of the mod. I don't know how many people read it. This is a tight little shot. You can do it though. There's proof. Definitely working the switchbacks. But yeah, I'll make sure I link it in the description of the mod when I release it too, so that because I don't have that DLC myself. You can use the trailers, but you cannot use the trucks. Alright, now we just gotta make our way back without making a mess of things. That bridge is gonna seem pretty small. Definitely gonna be tight. Be all sorts of a mess to try and get this thing back up out of the gully. There's only one. I can't quite see the back tires and I don't want to look. If it doesn't fall off, I'm content. Good enough. Here we go. Let's see if this sucker's gonna work. I think I need to spread these boxes out a little further. There we go. Beautiful. Back in the log truck, and we're gonna finally complete the first part of the intended mission. Now there's gonna be quite a few logs to haul out of here. I think there are 10 loads of small logs, 6 medium, and like 6 long log, or sorry, 10 short logs, 6 medium, and I think 6 long logs for this mission. That's going to give you all the planks that you'll ever need, but until then you only have a couple at a few spots. And again, you're only going to be able to use this log station for a few loads. It's going to run out and you're going to have to go find one of the other ones, so you're going to have to get out there and scout when you start. There's a lot of roads that are going to be tough to haul logs, and some that are better than others, and ooh, blew up the signs. And then after that, you got to build that swamp road, which is quite a few loads of medium logs mostly. Be some good log hauling on this one. We're probably going to the oil and drilling type stuff for map 3. So any ideas, shoot them down below for that kind of stuff. Like I said, we're probably, I don't know, 2-3 days away. We'll see. I'm really close. And I intend on doing an update not too long after the release, probably a week or so, so let me know of any issues when it does come out. Thanks for watching. Talk to you again soon.